It is and always Afronics on Mastercard Foundation Scholarship for Africans at the University of British Columbia in Canada 2025 with Chifo on the mic. Mastercard Foundation Scholarship is a fully sponsored scholarship for outstanding Africans from sub-Saharan African countries pursuing their masters in Canada at the University of British Columbia. The eligibility requirements are as follows. You must have completed a bachelor degree or about to complete a bachelor's degree. No prior master's degree, meaning you shouldn't have a master's degree or even started a master's degree. The age requirement, you must be 35 years or younger. Then you must be a citizen of sub-Saharan Africa. Then for eligible program, the program that are listed below, that these are the eligible programs that you can apply for that will make you eligible. We have Faculty of Land and Food Securities. These are the programs that are available. Faculty of Forestry, we have these programs that are available. Faculty of Science, we have Masters of Data Science. Okay, important to note that if you are a Canadian citizen or you are a permanent resident in Canada, you are not eligible, right? Now, Mastercard Foundation Scholarship only covered expenses for admitted scholars at the University of British Columbia. Now, the selection process here, you must have the process is competitive though, but they take based on this academic merit. You must have an outstanding academic result or leadership. You must have an evidence that shows that you are a strong leader, and application quality also is very important. Potential impact, meaning the impact of whatever you're going to study, what are the positive impact it has on your home country. And then barrier overcomes, maybe you are physically challenged during your bachelor's degree, maybe financially, socially, personally, or health. So these are some of the main criteria they check for when application process is on the way for the selection process. Now the application step, that's what I'm going to take you through, and the deadline for this particular scholarship is on the 31st of October 2024. So with that, let us start straight away. If those that are just joining in, they will just check on watch the full video. And if you are watching this video now, you just have to click on official application link. All right, so here is the platform where you apply. That is the University of British Columbia. So these are the scholarship eligibilities, and everything has been explained below. And everything has been explained before. So selection process, step involved. So you go through this again and understand what is required for this scholarship. If you believe that you are eligible to apply for the scholarship, why wait? Click on any of this that apply now. Just click. All right, so at the top here, you will see the survey completion. You will see the status here. Meaning we are going to start from 0% to 100%. It's going to take a while, but just hang on and it's going to be an easy process. Okay, so you have a message here from the Mastercard Foundation. So all you need to do is to click on this arrow that shows next. All right, so here you're going to see scholarship eligibility. You have to select first. Yes, you have to indicate whether you have the following, like I have completed my BSc, yes. I have neither started nor do I already have a master's. Click now. 35, yes. Citizens or refugee of a sub-Saharan African country, yes. I have lived significant part of my life in sub-Saharan Africa, yes. I'm applying to eligible program, yes. Okay, now go next. Now you have to check here to clarify the information is true, that at any time the University of British Columbia, they have all the right to reject your application if you give false information. Say yes. Okay, here you put your legal name. First name, I will say Chifo. All right. Middle name, I don't have. Last name, I will say Chief. Oh, that was okay. Now, what is your gender? First, male. If you are female, you indicate it. Okay. If you are other, you can indicate it in this box here. Your date of birth, you have to indicate it. I'll say January 1st, 2000. All right. Then email, I'll just say chifo@gmail.com. And what is your best day phone number? You have to indicate that one. Make sure you put your country code. Okay. Your address, I will say third. I will say 3 Wilkinson Road. Road. Then you have called the city, I will say Freetown. Country of residence, Sierra Leone. Zip code, we don't have. Say N/A, applicant, not applicable. Then you have to indicate whether this is rural or urban. I will say urban. Good. Now, move to choose your nation. I'll choose Sierra Leone. It is here at the bottom. Okay, Sierra Leone. Official or primary language, English. Additional language, we don't have. Then you have to indicate here. Do you identify yourself as a disability person, or you have anything that is defined as a disability? Then you say, well, presently I don't have, if you have, indicate yes. Now, if it is yes, then you have to indicate any of the following. So I said no. So I will just say none. Okay. Are you a refugee or displaced person? I will say no. Next. And I have to complete one of the following. Which one is that? Second line, Wilkinson Road. I'll still say Freetown. Then let's see if it goes. All right. Now, they say, which program are you applying for? Then I have to indicate here which master's I'm going for. I'm going to put data science. Now, you have to list how you meet the eligibility of this particular program. So you have to indicate, it could be your transcript or your work experience, whatever on your CV, whatever thing you think that you are qualified for any of this program here, you have to indicate it here with the selected program. Like for data science, I have to indicate what I've done, whether I did my BSc in computer science or computer science engineering or data science or anything that demonstrates that, yes, I'm eligible for this particular program. Now, higher education achieved. What are the highest education that I've achieved? Undergraduate degree, of course. If you put master's, you are not eligible. Remember? Thank you. Then please, you have to put the name of the institution where you completed your bachelor, whether the name of the institution, you just have to comma and then you put the country. Okay. So I will say Furabe College, comma, Sierra Leone. Okay, I'll say for Abbey College, Freetown. That would be Sierra Leone. Okay. Now the degree classification. Whatever degree you had, you have to see which of the classes is falling. If it is second class upper, indicate it. If it is first class honors, indicate it. Okay. So I will say first class. For example, if it is order, you have to indicate it here. So from here, you have to confirm whether you meet the minimum requirement. Say confirm, then you go to the next. Okay, here you have to list the institution, name of the school, and then the city or the country, the grade you got, and who paid your school fees. Okay, the cost of the program per year. Let's say the first school was a diploma you did, higher diploma, and then the second institution you did BSc. Then you indicate your BSc here, the name of the school, all right, the country, that is the city and the country. Then you have to put the grades, who paid your fees, and the cost of program per year. Okay. Then from here, after that, you have up to 4th schools. Okay. But I think first, if you have done your first BSc, it's okay. Just use one school. Go ahead. But if you have done diploma and then BSc, you have to indicate it here. Then, do you ever stop attending or drop out of university because of finances? If it is yes, indicate it yes, but you have to explain. If it is no, just no and go ahead, okay? If you are still attending university, please complete the following. Let's say this is your final year and you will be completing your BSc before the start of this particular program, then you have to indicate here. What is the amount of your current university fees? You have to indicate it. Are you on a scholarship or any bursary? You have to indicate it here. And if yes, what is the amount of the scholarship in Canadian dollars? Everything needs to be in Canadian dollar. You indicate it here. Employment information. Maybe you are currently employed, or you are currently employed before this particular program. You have to indicate your title. Then you have to explain. You have to name the organization or whatever place you are working, date of employment, earning per year in Canadian dollar. If maybe you've worked during your BSc, you work at 2 different places. Maybe you have worked about 2 or 3 places, then you have to indicate all the places that you've worked. They give up to 3. So if you have worked into 3 places, indicate it. If it's just only 1, just indicate 1 and move ahead with the application. Okay. So here is family and financial background information. Now here you have to put your family financial background. That include your sponsors, the one that is currently sponsoring you, and then the level of education, their level of education, the person's name, and the level of education, and then occupation, and then current employer or place of work where the person is working presently. You have to indicate that. Then you have to come here and please complete the table with information about each of your direct siblings. You have to put your first siblings, maybe brother, sister, up to 5 is given here. And then you have to input their age, their gender. Then you have to, these are just, you select yes or no. Are they currently enrolled in school? You have to indicate whether they're enrolled in school or not. Then these are the current graduation level. What's their graduation level? Up to this part. Then you have to explain everything that they do. These are simple things you can just go through, take your time and fill them up. Okay. And then, do you have any dependents or people you support? If you are already married, you have children, you have to indicate everything here, how many dependents you have, and then how many dependents you have, and all other basic questions that they will be asking here. You have to indicate everything here. Then you have your source of financial support. Okay. Then you have to indicate your personal savings. Is it personal savings, spouse or family savings? You have to indicate everything here. That is easy to do. You say, do you or your spouse or your parent own a house? You have to indicate yes or no. Do you live in your parents' home? You have to indicate. Do your spouse or your parent? You have to indicate. Do you or your parent or spouse own a car? You have to indicate it here. Then you'll see this bar down here. You just have to push it so that you will see the next stage. Click on next. For me, I'm continuing without answering because I've already, because I'm not applying for this. So I'm just demonstrating. I'll just say complete without answering. All right. So we've gone a bit far, almost 80%. So now reflection. Now you have to tell them, you have to put a small thing, like you have to put a word that shows in your BSc, you face a lot of issues or problems, financial issues or disability issues or social or any discrimination you face. You have to indicate everything here. Maximum 200 to 300 words. Now, we believe that transformative leaders are those who are committed into building their communities. So you have to indicate here what are the positive impact you've made into your community. You have to indicate it here using about 200 to 300 words maximum. Okay, here you have to indicate, just read here and understand. It's all about how would this scholarship develop or support you or improve you personally and professionally. You have to indicate it here using about 200 to 300 word marks. So you have to indicate here the example of activities you have been involved in that have any of the areas mentioned above. These are the areas mentioned above. You have to indicate it here. This is also 300 to 300 word marks. And then what else would you like to consider? Maybe you have another talent or another abilities. You have to indicate it here using 200 to 300 word marks. Then click on next. From here, you have to drop your resume or CV. Just click here and then a file will open in your computer to select. So from here, you can select, and then please provide reference letter. Then you have to input the person's name. That is for reference one, the person's name, first name, last name, and email. Then you drop the reference letter here. We are providing a format for a reference letter for both academic and then leaders. So that will be coming up. Just check in the description below. You will see the link to this format. You just edit it, give it to the person. They use the letterhead, their occupation letterhead. Let's say the person is working in the university, and then you have to use that university letterhead and then the person's signature. All right, that will be academic. If it is a leader, let's say a leader, a community leader, it could be your pastor, an imam, or any leader in the community that can vouch that you are eligible for this program. They have to use letterhead for that. And then reference to the same thing. Then upload transcript. You have to take your transcript in PDF format, upload it here. Just click and it will ask you to load the PDF. Okay? Same. How did you hear about us? You have to indicate. You can indicate others and put Afronics. Thank you. Then you go on next. So we have completed about 100%. So you have to indicate here, declaration, read this thoroughly and understand. Then you say yes. And then please write your full name as a signature. You have to indicate your full name. Say Chifu. Chief. Okay. And then after that, you put everything, you go through this. But very important, application fees, because you have to pay application fees for this. But there is a waiver, meaning citizens from the 50 least developed countries are not considered to pay application fee. And how can you know? Then just copy this URL link. Then we'll know the 50 least developed countries. Open a new, enter. So these are the 50 least developed countries. If you check, let me check for Sierra Leone, it is here. Check for your country and see if it's here, meaning within this box, it means that you cannot pay for application fee. It is free. But if your country is not listed here, like Nigeria, Ghana is not listed here, then you have to pay application fee. Then you submit. When you submit, if you are eligible and they say that you are qualified to apply for the scholarship, you will receive an email on how to apply for the scholarship step by step at the university portal. And if you are from these countries, you are not eligible, you will not pay application fee. But if your country is not among here, then you have to pay application fee. That will be indicated in the email you will receive. So far, we've gone far, and here we are at the end, 100%. And also share this video with someone whom you know that it will be of benefit to. If this video is helpful to you, then give it a like. Just click on the like button for the algorithm. Thank you for watching this video.